Approaching the demon-filled cathedral, we see that one of the townsfolk has survived. Though he seems mortally wounded, he beckons to us, reaching out. Approaching him, he says,
"Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest."
The town betrayed by their own Archbishop Lazarus, the supposed holy man, we head back to the town to try and find any information we can that will aid us in destroying this butcher. First, we head to Jillian, the barmaid, who says,
"Good day. How may I serve you?" When Farnham said something about a butcher killing people, I immediately discounted it. But since you brought it up, maybe it is true.
The townsfolk who were wary of Farnham's tales as he is a drunk are now maybe coming around to the fact that this butcher he's been muttering about may be real. So, to go to the heart of the matter, we head to Farnham the drunk.
"Can't a fellow drink in peace? Big cleaver, killing all my friends. Couldn't stop him, had to run away. Couldn't save them. Trapped in a room with so many bodies, so many friends. No!"
It's apparent that Farnham has witnessed his friends and townsfolk being butchered by this vile demon, and that it has shattered his mind, and hence why he's moved towards the drink.
"By the light, I know of this vile demon. There were many that bore the scars of his wrath upon their bodies when the few survivors of the charge led by Lazarus crawled from the cathedral. I don't know what he used to slice open his victims, but it could not have been of this world. It left wounds festering with disease, and even I found them almost impossible to treat. Beware if you plan to battle this fiend."
With this worrying information, we seek the wisdom of the town elder, Deckard Kane.
"Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. It seems that the Archbishop Lazarus goaded many of the townsmen into venturing into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son. He played upon their fears and whipped them into a frenzied mob. None of them were prepared for what lay within the cold earth. Lazarus abandoned them down there, left in the clutches of unspeakable horrors, to die."
It's scary to think that an archbishop could do that to his own people, but also the fate that they suffered was horrific.
"I saw what Farnham calls the Butcher, as it swathed a path through the bodies of my friends. He swung a cleaver as large as an axe, hewing limbs and cutting down brave men where they stood. I was separated from the fray by a host of small screeching demons, and somehow found the stairway leading out. I never saw that hideous beast again, but his blood-stained visage haunts me to this day."
If a brave man like Griswold just witnessed everybody get swathed through a path by a huge demon, clearly there is something that is beyond man down there, and we are going to need all the help that we can get, as he had to run to save himself.
"Greetings, good master. Welcome to..."
Unfortunately,
Yes, Farnham
Ogden
has
doesn't
mumbled
have
something
much
about the
more
hulking
information
brute
than
who
that
wielded a
we have
fierce
also
weapon.
procured
I
from
believe he called him a
Farnham.
butcher.
Though maybe dark magic is what can aid us, so we head to Adria the witch's hut.
"I sense a soul in search of answers. The butcher is a sadistic creature that delights in the torture and pain of others. You have seen his handiwork in the drunkard Farnham. His destruction will do much to ensure the safety of this village."
Outside of confirming what we know, the butcher's handiwork of sadism and what he did in fracturing Farnham's body and mind, we head to an unlikely ally, Wirt, the peg-legged boy on the outskirts of town.
"Psst, over here. I know more than you think about that grisly fiend. His little friends got a hold of me and managed to get my leg before Griswold pulled me out of that hole. I'll put it bluntly. Kill him before he kills you and adds your corpse to his collection!
While Wirt does have a forked tongue, it becomes more of a realization that why he's so defensive is because of the horrors that he's witnessed. And also, big ups to Griswold for dragging him out of that hellhole and not letting a child lose his life to a butcher. What a horrific fate. With that, we give our solemn oath to the slain townsman.
Your death will be avenged.
And head down into the catacombs to face the butcher. Down in the catacombs at level 2, we see a room full of what appears to be corpses and bodies, skewered where they stand in various fashions and light in the middle of the room. Before I faced the butcher, it was probably prudent to take care of the carvers that surround his lair. With the carvers taken care of, I open the door and behold the butcher.
Fresh meat.
With a menacing line, he comes dashing out the door, and it's quickly apparent that he's much faster than I'd anticipated, and that when he hits you, he just repeatedly will hack into your armor. Supposedly, this is much easier with a higher dexterity, something I don't have, so I'm forced to retreat backwards as the butcher gains ground on me. Now, there are several methods to killing the butcher. One is to lock him in a room and use grating, as well as a bow. However, I find this to be a tedious method, especially when you're not a rogue, and also it doesn't seem fair to just hack at him this way. So instead, we face him underleveled, and he really just smashes straight through our defenses and makes us forced to retreat back up to the town to get more potions and healing. Heading down once more, we face the butcher, and though it takes a lot of blows, a lot of misses, and a lot of hits,
The spirits of the dead are now avenged.
Unironically, you hack at the butcher to kill him, and being severely underleveled, he breaks through defenses, smashes through your armor, your shield, and it takes a lot of potions, but we finally felled the butcher and picked up his special unique item, which is the butcher's cleaver. Heading back to town, we have Cain the Elder identify the axe for us.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
And it's shown to have a low durability for the item, though the damage is 4 to 24. Now, my mace was 2 to 8, I believe, which is much, much lower. So this axe does a fair amount of damage. So heading back down to the labyrinth, we see exactly how much damage it does. And it really just hacks through enemies. And with that, we have killed the butcher and made the town of Tristram a little bit safer, though the damage has been done, and we have a long way before we face Diablo himself in the bowels of hell. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.